Hey, what's up people? All good? Leave your comment if so. This anime begins with a girl lying on the floor, wondering why she can't move, adding that it hurts a lot. It turns out that the girl has suffered a stab, so before closing her eyes she asks one last time why she was chosen. The girl wakes up again, but in an empty place. She wonders where she is and why she is wearing that kind of clothes. When she checks one of her pockets, the girl says that she neither has her cell phone nor her bag, nor anything, so she says that surely this is a dream. But when she tries to remember what she was doing before, she realizes that she can't remember anything. Out of nowhere, a sign appears in front of the girl. The girl reads the word hotel. She turns around, and at that moment a giant motel appears in front of her, which makes the girl wonder what that place is. Upon entering the hotel, a man with a flame head welcomes her, as she has just arrived at the hotel that is between life and death. The Tazagare Hotel. The flame introduces herself as the hotel manager, and tells the girl that she is in that hotel because she is not sure if she is still alive or dead. The girl asks what's going on. But first of all, the man with a flame head asks her to write down her name so she can leave. The girl answers that she waits a moment, because she doesn't really want to stay there. Besides that, she doesn't have money. The man calls her and answers that the accommodation doesn't require any cost. But the girl answers that even so, she can't remember her name. But the man with the flame head answers that it's okay. That most of the guests who arrive there do not remember their names. The man of flame calls a boy named Atori, which surprises the girl, since he finally sees a human face in that place. The boy introduces himself as Atori, and says that he is in charge of the guests of the place, that he will take her to her room. On the way to the room, the girl asks Atori if he is also one of those souls that is wandering between life and death. Atori replies that it is, that it arrived 2 weeks ago, that at first he was quite worried and did not know what to do. Upon entering his room, the girl is surprised at how nice her room looks, and Atori replies that in that room there are many objects related to memory, that if he finds these clues and remembers things, eventually he will be able to know where his body is. The girl asks, "My body?" The boy answers, "His body. Right now he can be alive or be a corpse." The girl asks him that then it is possible that she is dead. Atori responds with "Is it probable?" The girl slaps her cheeks and realizing that it hurt, says that means that this is not a dream. Atori is very surprised by the girl's reaction, since he tells her that Atori's reaction was totally different, but the girl replies that even if it doesn't seem like it, she is very surprised by everything that is happening. So Atori apologizes to her and tells her to better start looking for her objects. But the girl is not so sure. Atori asks her if something is happening, to which the girl replies that it would be a shame for a strange object related to her memory to appear, so she tells him to better do it alone. Tori responds that it is understandable, so she proceeds to leave the room. The girl starts looking in the room for some object that gives her some clue, until she observes a picture on the wall. When she removes this picture, a piece of paper falls to the ground. This piece of paper turns out to be an entrance to a concert. The girl remembers that she attended that concert. Out of nowhere, her memories are interrupted because, from the closet, a briefcase falls out of the closet. The girl leaves her room and showing Tori her identification, she tells her that her name is Tezuka Hara Nico. When she meets the Flamma man again, he is happy that he has finally been able to recover his name, and asks her what is the reason for being there. Tezuka Hara replies that she does not know yet, since she only remembers that it was a concert of an idol group that she likes a lot, called 365 Sister Q. Atori recognizes this name and says that she knows that idol group that is called that way because there are 365 girls in the group. The man in flame, when he hears this, is very surprised. Tezuka Hara screams that this was a concert that she wanted to attend with great enthusiasm, but that she can't remember anything. Atori asks her if by chance she was not involved in a road accident at the concert. The girl still can't remember it, and she asks the man in flame what will happen if she remembers nothing. The man in flame answers that she has to stay there until she does. The girl asks if there are TVs or computers in that hotel, to which the man in flame replies that you can listen to the radio. Tezuka Hara asks what other things they do so as not to get bored. Atori replies that they play darts and billiards, so the girl says that it is more likely that she dies of boredom before discovering if she is alive or dead. Tori replies that he went crazy the third day of being there. The flaming man says that's why Tori asked him for a job. The flaming man watches Tezuka Hara and asks him if he does not want to take a walk around the hotel to explore. since for now he has all the time in the world. Tezuka Hara goes to the library, but only finds very old books. While she is still exploring, she finds a room, which does not appear on the map. So it does not matter much. She also finds an elevator that does not appear on the map, and that only authorized staff has access to. She tries to access the elevator, but apparently it is out of service. Tezuka Hara continued her way to the cafeteria, until he collided with another girl, which he quickly apologized to her for not having noticed. Tezuka Hara says that the girl is too pretty, and asks her if she works there. The girl answers that yes, that she is part of the kitchen. Being able to eat food from a young woman like her makes Tezuka Hara very happy. The girl only tells him that if he is all right. Then she leaves. The girl enters another room, which Tezuka cannot access. Tezuka says he was hungry. Upon entering a bar, a girl welcomes him. Tezuka asks if they will have something to eat or drink. To which a client named Kiriko, he replies that the sandwich that makes less the order is excellent. So Tezuka proceeds to ask for one. After sitting down, Tezuka asks where the other guests are from this hotel. The maid replies that they are probably resting in their rooms at the moment. The maid serves a ginger drink to Tezuka. She says that it is very good when she drinks it. Out of nowhere, a girl with a letter of the lovers for head enters the bar asking for her love. The maid replies that she hasn't seen him today. The girl gets sad because she was supposed to help her find her objects. Here Tezuka Hara realizes that he is a guest, or rather, a human. Out of nowhere, the man with a flame on his head enters the bar. Very happy, he asks for a beer, at least. And he tells Tezuka Hara that he is so happy because it is time for his rest. Out of nowhere, Tori enters the bar, and the girl from before shouts at him saying that where he had gone. Without him, he could not find the objects. Tori asks him for forgiveness for that, but he tells her that he is making a mistake in person. But the girl answers him that no, that she is sure that he is the love of that world. Kiriko says that although he arrived alone a day ago, the new girl does not waste time, since apparently she likes Tori. The girl from before called Ruri appears and says that for everything there is a limit, even for the glasses. But the Flame Man claims that the most important job of this hotel is that people remember their memories. He adds that Tori found in her room several things that are used for divination, so he asks her if she is a diviner. The manager replies that she has a tarot card as a face, and that it is the card of the lovers. The man Flame says that is not enough, that he needs to recover his name. The girl when she hears this asks Tori loving him, that help her to find objects in that moment. But Tori answers that she has other things to do. The man Flame tells Tori to go with her to the room. And here is possible that there have been changes in the room. Tezuka asks if they really make changes in the rooms. And who are the ones in charge of making these changes? The manager replies that the hotel has its own life. This excites Tezuka and asks the man Flame if he could accompany the guest to his room to see if he finds something useful. The girl hearing this says that there is no problem. Everyone goes to the girl's room. Tezuka looks at the objects of guesswork and asks where they came from. The girl answers that from all places, out of nowhere. The girl sees a bookshelf and wonders what is that there. Tori asks if that was not yesterday. The girl replies that no. Tori with his permission takes the folder, but when opening it, he sees several comments from people who call him false divine and swindler. But on the last page they see some kanjis that form the word die. Tori asks the girl if she recognizes that. The girl says that it seems familiar, and she wonders if that means someone killed her. Tori tells her that there is no need to draw conclusions so fast. Tezuka finds a photo of Amor, and when comparing it with Tori says that they look a bit alike, but Tori is another person. Tezuka remembers Amor, and says that his name is Agatha Mamoru, and that she made live videos on social media using the alias Amor. The girl who saw the photo says she's right, and that she even followed him before he became popular. Tori complains about not knowing him. Tezuka says it was hard for her to remember who he was. But she remembered that there was news of him on the internet recently, since they discovered that he was a fraud, and aroused many criticism on social media. Tori wonders if those comments they saw a moment ago were directed to Amor, and not to the lady. Tezuka answers that it is so, that Amor was a ghost, who said he could predict the future, so he became a ghost and made videos live. It seemed that he did it completely alone. Tezuka says that what is there seem to be memories of Amor. Tori does not understand why the objects of Amor would be in the lady's room. The girl admits that she bought them, that she was obsessed with her predictions, and believed in everything he supposedly guessed. So she looked and bought everything. A lot of receipts appear from a drawer. Atario replied that there was his name, and that it was Yumi Hashina. The girl began to remember, and several tarot cards fell from her face, and then say that it was indeed Yumi Hashina. Tezakara surprises him by changing his face. To which Atari responds that once the guest discovers his identity, he will have his own appearance again. Atari asks Yumi if she remembers anything else. Yumi replies that she always believed in him, that she never cared that they were a lie, since her predictions were important to her, because everything went well for her every day she followed her predictions. Yuzukahara says that she is not a goddess, so she asks him who he really is. Out of nowhere, memories of love pass and she and Yumi fall to the ground with her head bleeding. After this, Yumi wakes up and the man in flames answers her by saying that his name is Yumi Yashina, and that he had only gone to tell him that. The flame man answers that perhaps he felt threatened when she came by surprise. The flame man asks if she is still alive. Yumi responds that apparently she only lost her consciousness and is still alive. Yumi asks the flame man what will happen to her now. The flame man, pointing to a door, says that she can return to the real world there, to give meaning to his life, but Yumi replies that despite being able to return, she does not know what to do now without the predictions of love. Tezakara asks her why she does not try to make a diva from now on. The girl leaves the hotel and Tori and the flaming man say goodbye to the guest. The flaming man thanks Tezakara for his help, and Tezakara says that the hotel is actually very fun, so he asks them to please let him work at that hotel. The man in the flames says they are complete, but that's fine. So he tells Tezakara to go to his office.